Good morning, all of you. So, in today's class, we will learn some applications based on velocity formula, right? So, see, first application, or even you can say note point also, choice is yours. So, I'm writing application. Okay, right. See, suppose particle is in SHM along a straight line and whose amplitude is A. Now, at 2 points, you are having two velocities, two different velocities, V1 and V2. Similarly, they will have two different displacements. Let it be y1 and y2. Okay. So I'm writing in words. Consider a particle in SHM along a straight line of amplitude capital A. Of amplitude capital A. Let V1 and V2 be the velocities of the particle at two instants. At two instants where displacement of the particles are y1 and y2. Okay. So particle is in SHM. They are having two velocities at two instants where displacements are y1 and y2. Okay. Now, see, we know formula P is equal to omega under root a square minus y square. So if v1 is the velocity at first instant, then v1 is equal to omega under root a square minus y1 square. Clear? Okay. What I got? P1 is equal to omega under root a square minus y1 square. Y1 is displacement of the particle at first point and v1 is the velocity at that particular point. Clear? Similarly, so wait, first we will do some simplification. So I am transferring this here. So v1 square first, squaring on both sides, omega square a square minus y1 square, and therefore v1 square by omega square is equal to a square minus y1 square. Now I'm transferring this y1 square here. So v1 square by omega square plus y1 square is equal to a square. Call this as equation number 1. Understood? So this formula we got for amplitude or square of amplitude. Clear? v1 square by omega square plus y1 square is equal to a square. Okay. Similarly, shall I write direct now? Similarly, phi 2 is equal to omega under root of a square minus y2 square. And again, squaring on both sides, direct I am writing phi 2 square by omega square plus y2 square is equal to a square. Clear? Direct I wrote. Same steps you have to follow. And let us assume that this is your equation number 2. What is this equation number 2? So this is your equation number 2. Okay. Now you see equation 1 and equation 2, right hand side is same, right? In from equation 1 and 2 we can conclude that from equation 1 and 2 this side is same, so can I equate this? Yes. So therefore v1 square by omega square plus y1 square is equal to v2 square by omega square plus y2 square. Now y2 terms, y terms one side and omega terms one side. So v1 square by omega square minus v2 square by omega square is equal to y2 square minus y1 square. Okay, now this you can see here denominator is same. Therefore, v1 square minus v2 square by omega square is equal to y2 square minus y1 square. Taking reciprocal, omega square by v1 square minus v2 square is equal to 1 by y2 square minus y1 square. Transfer this term this side. So omega square is equal to v1 square minus v2 square by y2 square minus y1 square. Clear? And therefore omega is equal to under root of v1 square minus v2 square divided by y2 square minus y1 square. This we got angular frequency. Okay? Yes? Okay? So we got this omega is equal to this one, right? Okay. So note down this. Okay. Now, see, already we got omega formula. Can I find out time period and frequency from this? Yes. Yes, no. So see what we got omega value. One more time I'm writing here. Omega is equal to under root of v1 square minus v2 square divided by y2 square minus y1 square. Now omega is equal to 2 pi by t. So therefore 2 pi by t is equal to under root of v1 square minus v2 square divided by y2 square minus y1 square. Okay. Right. Now take reciprocal. Why? To get time period. So t by 2 pi is equal to under root of y2 square minus y1 square divided by v1 square minus v2 square. Okay, clear? And therefore, if we want time period of oscillation, 2 pi under root of y2 square minus y1 square divided by v1 square minus v2 square. Clear hai? And from this again, if you want to find frequency, easily you can find. So what is frequency? Bolo, frequency f is equal to reciprocal of time period. And therefore, f is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root of v1 square minus v2 square divided by y2 square minus y1 square. This is what frequency. Okay, clear? Understood? Okay, if he is asking you to find out amplitude, how you will do? In above case, if we will find out amplitude, note point below, amplitude in above case, I am not going to derive, or you want its expression also, just formula or expression. In amplitude in above case, v1 square is equal to omega square a square minus y1 square, you know, and this is v2 square is equal to omega square a square minus y2 square. And if I will divide these two and just simplify, direct I am writing now. So v1 square by v2 square is equal to a square minus y1 square divided by a square minus y2 square. So if we will simplify by cross multiplying and all these things, then direct you are getting a. I am writing direct formula. A is equal to, you know, understood how to do, because just cross multiplication. If you will cross multiply and take a square common, then you will get something like this. A is equal to phi1 square y2 square minus phi2 square y1 square divided by phi1 square minus phi2 square. Okay, just this formula you keep it in mind. That is for amplitude. Okay, nobody will ask you to derive expression. Okay, so this is frequency, time period, and amplitude. Understood? Note down. Yes, finished. Okay, let's move ahead. Next one is, what is phase? Okay, what is the phase? So I am writing like this. It represents its position and direction at that instant of time. It means whose? Particle, है ना? Particle in SHM. It means who? Particle in SHM. Okay. Whose position and direction? Particle who is oscillating, we can say. So here phase angle is theta. So phase angle theta is equal to omega t, and omega is 2 pi by t into small t, and therefore theta is equal to 2 pi into small t by capital T, right? Clear? This is what your phase. Now, what is the phase difference between displacement, velocity, and acceleration? What is that? Phase difference between displacement, velocity, and acceleration. Let's see. Phase difference between velocity, comma, displacement, and acceleration. Okay, no, we know y is equal to what? A sine omega t. Okay, right? And velocity is what? Tell me, velocity is what? A omega cos omega t. So can I write like this? A omega sine omega t plus pi by 2. है ना? This cos omega t I replace with omega t plus pi by 2. And we have acceleration A is equal to minus A omega square. Capital A I will represent as amplitude, not small a, because everywhere we have represented as capital A. Okay. So here minus A omega square sine omega t, and therefore I can write this as a minus plus. Okay, not wait. Here I will do one arrangement because I want to remove this minus sign. So this minus sine omega t I can write like this. No. A omega square sine omega t plus pi. Minus sign went. Okay. Now you can see we have three equations. Y is equal to what? A sine omega t. Let us suppose this is 1. Next we are having V is equal to A omega sine omega t plus pi by 2. Let us suppose this is your equation number 2. And the third equation you are having acceleration A omega square sine omega t plus pi. This is your equation number 3. Okay. Now easily you can see note point number 1. See here, displacement and velocity. What is the phase difference? Pi by 2. Okay. So phase difference between velocity and displacement. Phase difference between velocity and displacement is how much? Pi by 2. Second point, see this displacement, velocity and acceleration. Dekho, velocity and acceleration. So PD means phase difference between V and A. देखो कितना है V and A, again pi by 2 is pi by 2. And third one that is phase difference between acceleration and displacement. Phase difference between acceleration and displacement, that is y. Dekho, see the equations. What you are getting, displacement and acceleration is pi. Is pi. Understand? From this equation, easily you can conclude what is the phase difference. Clear? So note down this. Okay, finished? Right. Next one is what is epoch? And it is denoted by phi. So the initial phase of oscillation is called epoch. That is when we can say at t is equal to 0. है ना? At t is equal to 0. Understood? Clear hai? That is what epoch is. Clear? ये भी याद रखो. Epoch means what? Understood? Clear hai? Note down. Okay. So next one, linear superposition of two simple harmonic motions. Next topic. Linear superposition of two SHM, two simple harmonic motions. Okay, clear hai? Linear superposition of two simple harmonic motions. Right. So now two simple harmonic motions are there which are possessed in same direction simultaneously. Let us suppose first displacement is A, small a I am taking, or capital A you want. Okay, capital A is amplitude. Anyhow, you take capital A only, no problem. So let us suppose I am taking like this, capital A sine omega t, and another one x2. This is also position only. That is B sine omega t plus phi. Now these two motions having different amplitudes. Is amplitude same? No. Phase is different. Phi. Phase is what? Phi. Okay. Now see resultant displacement will be what? Resultant displacement is addition of these two, है ना? Resultant displacement x. Resultant displacement x is equal to x1 plus x2. Just add these two. So x is equal to a sine omega t plus b sine omega t plus phi. Okay. Now, what I am doing, see, I am keeping this a sine omega t as it is, plus this b. This is sin c plus d formula, है ना? Yes. तो क्या करेंगे? b sin omega t cos phi. b sin omega t cos phi plus क्या होगा? b cos omega t sin phi. b cos omega t sin phi. This formula you know. Sin a plus b or sin c plus d, whatever it is. Sin a cos b cos a sin. Okay, right? We know, no, you know this mathematics. Okay, this is x. Now, so if I will take sin omega t common from these two terms, what I'm getting? So a plus b cos phi into sin omega t, right? Plus b sin phi cos omega t. b sin phi cos omega t. So here I am writing this as r cos of theta into sin omega t plus r sin theta cos omega t. Okay. And therefore I am getting this x is equal to r sin omega t plus theta. Okay, x is equal to r sin omega t plus theta. And therefore if I want these two, that is r is equal to under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos of phi. And if direction of resultant I want, same like parallelogram, tan theta is equal to b sin phi divided by a plus b cos of phi. Okay, we have just assumed a plus b cos phi as r cos theta and b sin phi as r sin of theta. Clear? You can write here a plus b cos phi is equal to r cos theta and b sin phi is equal to r sin theta. If you will square and add these two, no, you will get this resultant formula. Understand? This, whatever these values are there, just square and add, you will get these all values, this and this. Understood? So note down this all and let's stop here for today. Bye.